Okay, brace yourself. It is a cold and snowy start to the work week. Commuters heading home soon may be dealing with another potentially dangerous problem, which are slick roads, overpasses, and bridges. In fact, we know the snow is already coming down. Accidents are piling up.
Ooh, look at that scene.
Good to have you with us here at 4 o'clock. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Jenny Runovich in today for Felicia. So meteorologist Sean Ash has been tracking the system today. Joins us with the snow and what's happening on the roads now, too.
Yeah, it's a mess. I mean, hopefully you've had our free weather app. We've been pushing that stuff out all day long to try to give you a heads up. I mean, there's no way around it. This is just it's timing and temperature.
Yeah.
Bad setup for us here. Let's show you how this is all going to play out. And bottom line, if you're just about to leave, or if you have some family and friends that haven't left work yet and they're unaware of what's going on, give them a heads up. The roads are going to be slick and slow. Mid-20s, so that covers the temperature side of this. You might hear us use the word light snow. Don't be fooled by that, and we've tried to stress that all day long. It's not how much snow, it's just the fact that it's snowing in general. Anything that's not treated is going to be a skating rink this afternoon, this evening. Now, Muncie, Marion appear to be dodging a lot of this, but this is falling right over the metro right now. Temperatures, big part of the story, well below freezing, and we've been below that for several days. So that ground is cold. The snow will eventually end by 8 or 9. At that point, though, the damage is already done. So between now and 8 o'clock, light but highly impactful snowfall. There's going to be some slick roads around. You need to pay attention to those road conditions before you leave and plan on slow travel times. And with that all said, let me show you the traffic map here, and this is just ugliness. A lot of red, and you can see, look at all of these accident reports here on 465 on the south side, but we've got them everywhere. So all the roads here across the metro area are in rough shape. This is one that started earlier. So here's the airport. That's 70 westbound, but you can see the eastbound lanes are also red. And that's no doubt from what's going on right now, which is slick travel. I can't count them. There's probably, it looks like 5 or 6 separate traffic reports there at the 465-65 interchange. So again, if you work on the south side and you're heading northbound, this is what you're going to encounter. You see the EMS there. Hopefully everyone's okay, but you can see that was a pretty hard ding there with those 2 cars. And then here's another situation. This is 465 near Emerson, and we've seen a lot of this. You got to go really, really slow. And if you haven't left yet, this is what you're going to be dealing with here. You're either going to be caught in the traffic, or if you're driving too fast, you're going to cause an accident. We got a long way to go to get you home here. We'll have the rest of that 7-day forecast here coming up in a few minutes.
All right, going to be a long commute home. Yeah. Sean, thank you. Just in time for this wintry weather, though, INDOT crews say they are ready. In fact, they did a district training exercise earlier today, and their plea for drivers is a simple one.
Slow down. Let us do our jobs. Let us keep the road safe. Let us get them open. There's no reason to follow a truck driver so closely or try to pass them. We're trying to keep the road safe for the public.
And we thank them for it. You can track the cold temps on the Live Doppler 13 weather app. This is a free download in your phone's app store. And once you get that, be sure and check out the blog for your forecast updates. Now to those 2 people found shot to death inside a home on the city's north side. Metro Police say officers were called to a home on the 38th Street near North Meridian around 12:30 this afternoon.
And our Chase Howell was first at the scene there. So Chase, have they said if this was a homicide or some sort of murder-suicide?
They have not. Right now, they're calling it a death investigation. But what I can tell you is police say when deputies with the Marion County Constable's office were walking up to the house to serve some sort of eviction notice when they heard shots coming from inside. That's when IMPD says they got a call for shots fired. When officers walked into the home, they found a man and a woman who were shot to death. Now, I spoke to a woman who lives nearby who says she saw the man just yesterday.
I never seen his wife or anything, but he's been there for about 4 years or so. He was a quiet guy, no problems, no commotion or anything like that. He just stayed to himself, so that's basically, I don't know a lot about him.
To recap everything we know right now, police say that a man and a woman were found shot to death on 38th Street near North Meridian Street. To reiterate what I said earlier, this is being considered a death investigation. And I also should note tonight that police say there is no danger to the public. Reporting here in Indianapolis, Chase Howell, 13 News.
Chase, thank you. Well, we have a positive ending for a real scary situation earlier today. 2 baby girls kidnapped with a stolen car in Indianapolis have been found safe. Someone stole a 2013 gray Hyundai from outside a house near Gimber and Dietz Streets today. Short time later, a man looking for a package outside his house found the missing children in a ditch and called police. Detectives right now still looking for the suspect.
So glad they were found. A trial is now underway for 2 IMPD officers charged in the death of a man in custody. In opening arguments today, the prosecution argued that Steven Sanchez and Adam Ahmad committed a, quote, unjustifiable act after being called for medical assistance for Herman Whitfield III. But the defense claims the officers' actions were reasonable as they were there to provide help. The jury is expected to hear about the training those officers went through to see if they violated protocol during the encounter, as well as testimony alleging that no officers heard Whitfield III say he could not breathe. This trial comes more than 2.5 years after Whitfield III died in police custody at his home. Officials say he had a high level of THC in his system and that this would not be the first time he had a toxic reaction to the drug. Our Karen Campbell will have complete coverage on this first day of testimony starting tonight on 13 News at 5.
Today, we learned a juvenile has been arrested for an armed carjacking on Indy's near North Side. Happened Saturday just after midnight near 30th in Illinois. Metro Police say the victim told officers 3 people in masks approached him with a gun and told him to give up his keys. Then they took off in the victim's silver Dodge Journey. Well, moments later, police found the car, but the driver took off and eventually crashed. When the 3 suspects jumped out, officers were able to catch up with one of them and take that juvenile into custody.
An update now to a story we told you about last week in Johnson County about all those baseballs and softballs being thrown at cars. Well, today we've learned police are questioning 3 juveniles in connection with the incident. The first incident happened on November 9th when a deputy reported people throwing items from an I-65 overpass. That's where they found several baseballs on the road. Well, apparently it happened again November 25th when more people called to complain about it. Police say the balls were stolen from a local Little League organization in Franklin, and that's what led officials to the 3 juveniles. The case is now being referred to the Johnson County prosecutor for review. Well, we have talked before about the challenge of finding enough special ed teachers to fill the classroom here in Indiana and then keeping them once they're there.
Yeah, another important part. Well, now there's a college program working to improve that. Our Anna Chalker shows us how.
Perry Township School's special education department is fully staffed this year, but that hasn't always been the case. And what has helped them this year is the ISEAL program through the University of Indianapolis.
What this program does is it changes the way in which special ed teachers, prospective special ed teachers, are trained.
Instead of going through a traditional special education degree, ISEAL helps teachers get into the classroom faster. That's the case for middle school teacher Andrew Bova. He graduated with a child development degree years ago and was hired at Perry Meridian with an emergency permit.
Going through that program, yeah, I've learned to be a better academic teacher. I've learned what it takes to best meet the needs of these students.
Like Bova, the district has been able to hire many teachers to help the 3,000 students within the special education department. Bova says he didn't join the program just to become a teacher, but to be an advocate.
I love where I'm at. I'm in a position where I continue to make an impact, continuing being a voice for students who don't typically have a voice, and for that I'm grateful.
In Indianapolis, Anna Chalker, 13 News.
Great to see that, a much needed program that hopefully will make an impact.
Yeah, train the next group. All right.